Okay, how you doing? I was really, really nervous to be here today. Thanks to the bartenders in the back of the team. Thank you so much. Woo! All right. We got the slideshow ready? Oh, it's me? It's on me? After I had 2 drinks? Okay, great. What am I doing?
I'll help you. Do you want me to help you?
Yeah, sure. Because I have no idea.
Okay.
She told me. How you gonna ask me help and then you ask me?
I'll figure it out for you.
Okay.
Play.
Yeah. Okay. I changed my script like 7 times. 7 times. Hey, Gordon Lash, how you doing? I was like, what? Gordon Lash is in the building? Okay. Anyway, I watch you every day. I watch you every day, Gordon. Good evening. I want to start by telling you something that might surprise you. Some of you who may know my story, some of you who don't know my story, we won't learn today. I did not choose radio. I did not. I kicked and screamed. I did not choose it, but here we are today. I didn't choose it. Radio chose me, but then again, it was my father's fault. My father was the one that put me in this position. See, my father was an on-air personality at the original Whammo 106 Jams back in the day. You might know him, Sly Jock. I'll tell you today. I'm fresh out of high school. I thought that I would make the smart choice and follow the healthcare position, so I enrolled in a medical assisting program at Bradford School of Business. Now, I'm not knocking it, but honestly, it was not me. I just chose something that was safe. It was a safe career, one that wouldn't be taken over by robots. But wait a minute, this was in the 90s. Okay, so I had no idea what I was looking forward to, what was coming. My dad encouraged me to join the station street team because, his words, not mine, you're not gonna like this medical stuff. You should just do radio. He was so encouraging, right? So I listened to him. I did finish the medical assisting program at Bradford, but then because my father was just so persuasive, I enrolled at CCAC, and I majored in journalism and communications, and I started interning at Whammo. It was fun. Dad was right. I'm supposed to be working them out. Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. Yeah, it's supposed to be like 2 more slides. Right, that's my dad. Okay. Sorry, I forgot where I was. Anyway, I did, and he was right. And years later, working the street team, I, by accident, found a microphone, a mission, and a platform that changed the course of my life. There's actually a YouTube video, a documentary about this. I think you should hit the... Yeah, there you go. So that's the YouTube documentary. You can follow me on YouTube, Kiki Brown. I don't know what the YouTube page is, but anyway. But there's a lot of plot twists for the whole documentary. You'll enjoy it. Fast forward 25 plus years, here I am, still in radio. But this time, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a CEO. I'm a woman that turned her passion into purpose. Now, when I started interning at Whammo, I was about 20, 21. Yeah, I was a late bloomer. And I loved it. I even worked as a producer for Nikki House. I don't know anybody who remembers Nikki back in the day, but I was her producer. I loved it. I was having so much fun. A few years later, I became a mom. I did. That's when I knew life was going to get serious. So I got my first car, purchased my first home. At this time, I was 27. In 2008, life happened. I lost my job at Whammo. What? I was terrified. This was my first real job. Everything that I went through, what is going to happen to me? Who am I going to be? And like shingles, life doesn't care. I needed to get a job. Shout out to everybody got shingles. I had a child, I had a mortgage, and the only gig that would hire me was Macy's. Anybody ever work at Macy's? Thank you. Oh my God, it sucks. It was terrible. If you work at Macy's now, I'm sorry, but seriously, it was terrible. I'm not built for it, especially during the holidays. God bless you if you're in that industry. And there's actually a part of the documentary that talks about that too. For about a year and a half, cleaning changing rooms and being rejected by customers who refused to open a Macy's charge. Because nobody wants that, right? I realized I need to get back into radio. And so I contacted my mentor, Nikki House. Remember, I used to produce for her when she was at WAMO. Now, she was the program director for 92Q Jams in Baltimore. And I realized I need to do this radio thing full time. So I asked her for a job. She said, sure, but you're gonna have to do fill-ins. Whenever I need you, I'm gonna need you to come in. Say less, I'm on it. So I'm driving back and forth on the turnpike. This was a fill-in weekend position. I filled in for anybody. I sat on the couch, I did whatever I needed to do. And then I said, you know what, I need to do this full time. And I moved to Baltimore. I packed up, my parents took my son until I got settled because they were like, no, he's not our child. He won't get him back. I packed up my Chrysler Sebring, $80 in my pocket, and pages of MapQuest. Anybody remember MapQuest? Sean, why do you drive with MapQuest? Where am I supposed to go? I moved to Baltimore. I spent 8 years in Baltimore learning the hustle. I was growing. I was just going through so much. I learned myself. And what I learned was being at every party doesn't mean you're winning. Popularity doesn't pay bills. And motherhood, honey, hit like a reality show with no commercial breaks. Anyone here got a teenage boy? Child, I'm telling you, I went through it. After 8 years of working in radio in Baltimore, my program director pulled me into his office just to tell me that my contract wasn't being renewed. Well, God is good, because that same week, when I was told I wasn't working for 92Q anymore, I had started a new job with Total Traffic and Weather as a traffic reporter. Don't that sound sexy? It's not sexy. Definitely not sexy. But it was an added talent to my already impressive resume. Traffic reporter was not glamorous, but it paid the bills. And during that time, still madly in love with radio, it wasn't enough for me. So I juggled part-time gigs in DC at WKYS, also at Radio 103.9 in New York City, the #1 market, as a fill-in. Whenever somebody took off, I was there. I was on the train, I was driving, I took it, I paid the tolls. It cost me more to get there than it did to pay me, but I didn't care because I was in love with radio. Now I'm living in West Baltimore. Anybody ever watch The Wire? Honey, life was real. I had to go. I said, I can't do this anymore. It was a struggle. I decided that I couldn't do this anymore. And I mean, I tried maybe 2 years after I finished with 92Q. I said, I'm ready to go back home. I miss French fries on my salad. Okay. I miss my parents, and it was time for me to go back home. So at this time, I packed up and moved back to the River, leaving my now 19-year-old son in Maryland. It was the scariest thing ever. I returned to WAMO, but this time it was the second version, WAMO 100. And there I worked only part-time, and I needed to do something more. You haven't realized I can't just do one thing. And so I took my income tax refund like anybody would, any overly ambitious, mildly crazy person would. I started a business. That's how Nice to Media Marketing and Promotions was born. To answer your question, I know you're thinking, she know what she was doing? Absolutely not. I had no clue what I was doing, but I knew my passion. My passion was radio, it was branding, it was storytelling, and I wanted to help others tell their stories too. So I bootstrapped that business with prayer, persistence, and free Wi-Fi, thank you Jesus, from Panera Bread, Starbucks, the library. It didn't matter, I was not picky, honey. I needed Wi-Fi, free honey. And I mean, this is how Steve Jobs started. I mean, he was in a garage, I was at Panera, same thing, it don't matter. I created Nice to Media to help businesses, large and small, manage their social media, develop their brands, craft marketing strategies, public relations, build logos, websites, business templates. I did it all. And today, represent over 15 clients. I'm gonna flex a little bit. You ready? August Wilson Center, Salem's Marketing Grill, Gwen's Girls, Neighborhood Learning Alliance, Riverside Center of Innovation, the Allegheny County Health Department, and a few more here in Pittsburgh, Kansas City, and Alabama. As the kids would say, definitely a flex. Our motto is simple and very literal. We work so you can mind your business. Now I'm in my 50s. Rachel, I am 52, honey.
I know, a little older.
Okay, I'm a little older. Menopause is now on my For You section on TikTok. I've added my AARP card to my wallet. I found 2 gray hairs and I shrank 4 inches. How does that happen? Life be life, y'all. When you're a woman of a certain age, your goals change. Today I'm catching meetings, not feelings, taking naps, not shots. I'm constantly looking for new ways to reinvent myself and restructure my business simply because things change. And like people's minds, they start to going and somebody already did it, so I gotta be ahead of the game, right? So I've added business etiquette workshops and media coaching, hosting community programs for the youth called Man Camp and Charm School in Still City, coming this fall, wait for it. I'm proud of a lot of things. I'm proud of the son that I raised. I'm so proud of my baby. I'm proud of no longer living in that mouse-infested house in West Baltimore. So it wasn't the struggle, it was the mice. I was like, I can't do this. Proud that my circles are now filled with positive and inspiring women who thrive in their work. I love it here, I really do. I married the man that stole my heart and held me down for 20 plus years. Everybody say, hey, Mrs. Jones. He was supposed to be here and I would have worked, but I'm a CEO, I'm a female executive at the only urban radio station in Pittsburgh, WAMO 107.3. The same call letters where I got my start. Talk about a home-serving moment. Now, because of my consistency, my hustle, and commitment to serving others, I am now invited to rooms that I used to dream about, like this room right here. Thank you. My friends will tell you I'm a workaholic. I can't sit still. My mother will tell you that. I'm always thinking and coming up with ideas for whatever. I'm passionate and dedicated to my hustle. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a soror. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister, auntie. I'm a friend. Somebody call me a radio legend. Not sure what that's about. I'm an entrepreneur, and all of these are full-time jobs. What would I tell my younger self? Don't panic, sis. It's gonna be okay. Don't run scared, run smart. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be brave enough to keep showing up. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I mean, I have no idea. I'm in menopause. I don't even know what I said 5 minutes ago. So I'll close with this, and I know I talk kind of fast because I'm nervous. And those two glasses of wine kind of wearing off. Life has chapters, right? Your 20s might be a comedy. Your 30s, a drama. Your 40s, a thriller. Your 50s, honey, a self-help bestseller. However common. Preferably in an audiobook. Because let's be honest, life is busy and nobody has time to sit down and read. Am I right? I want to thank Miss Betsy and the folks at Pittsburgh Magazine. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me today. I met with Betsy over breakfast a few times, and she was just like the biggest cheerleader. And I mean, she challenges me every year with the 40 under 40 child names. Oh my God. But I'm just happy to be a part of the Pittsburgh Magazine family. I just made myself a cousin, so I'm just like, to my radio fam, thank you. Thank you for just my daydreaming shenanigans daily. Y'all go through it, so thank you so much. To my superfine, who is not here, intelligent husband, who loves me through it all, my mom. My mom prays hard, y'all. My mom is a chaplain, and she's like, we're gonna pray, baby. We're gonna pray. Like, Mom, I just asked you what you wanted on your sandwich. We're gonna pray. Thank you, Mommy. To my girls who hold me down no matter what, my homegirls, I love y'all. Thank you so much. To my clients who trust me with their visions, I appreciate you, and we're just gonna keep it moving. And to all of you for listening and not checking your LinkedIn pages mid-speech, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you, I really do. Thank you so much for having me. Enjoy your day.